Hello everybody, it's Samil. Trucking with Samil. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about space and blind spots. Space buys you time, time buys you options. But before we get too deep in this thing, you already know what to do. You already know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend to come join the family. Let's go. Alright everybody, I'm back, man. It's Saturday morning, we're working. On our way up to Minnesota, making it do what it do. So, I want to talk about space, blind spots, falling with distance, all that great stuff today. Listen, a rear end collision is not necessarily the end of your trucking career, but it's going to be a bad spot for your trucking career. Listen, man, I know we all got somewhere to be. We want to make our delivery, get back home, make our money. Look, I'm cruising. Speed limit 60, I'm cruising 61. Hey, I let them get out there and do their thing, man. I ain't tripping. Get over with no turn signal. You see them? That's what you got to deal with out here. It ain't just, trust me, it ain't just the cars, man. It's not. Trucks is just as bad as the cars. It's getting worse and worse. People got their foot up on the deck. You know what? I'm getting sidetracked, man. That ain't what today's video is about. Following distance, man. You're gonna have to keep increasing it as time goes, because everybody gonna get in there, especially pulling a tank. You got the surge back there. When you get on the brakes, boom, you're gonna get the push and the surge. Like I said in the intro, space buys you time, time buys you options. That is what's going to keep you out of trouble out here, because you got to be able to adjust and adapt. And if you run it right up somebody's tail, you're not going to be able to see what's going on. You know, the following distance is also essential with the blind spots. To the left of you, to the right of you, front and back are blind spots. You need to be sure nothing's in there. My truck don't got hood mirrors, so I need to be extra careful. Now, I got the window on the door I can look down through, but I just need to be extra careful and set my mirrors up and make sure I do a double take. Now, pulling a tanker, you don't have as much blind spot behind you as somebody pulling a box trailer, you know, a van or a reefer, because the tank is rounded, so you can kind of see more behind you, but you still do have a blind spot. It's just not as great as those square trailers. So you will have an extra advantage of a better viewpoint doing that, pulling a tanker. But you need to have time to stop out here, because like I said, 45,000 pounds, you get on the brakes, it don't matter if you just barely getting on the brakes. You gonna get that slam. And so it doesn't take much to get it going. You can have your cruise on and just kick your cruise off. Never get on the brakes or anything. As soon as you kick that cruise off, you're gonna feel just that little bit of difference in the speed. You will feel the load start moving. So the following distance in the space is what gives you an out. It's what keeps you safe. It's what keeps you from having accidents. It's what keeps you from having rollovers. you know, you see that ramp and you see the sign, you gotta break your speed down before the ramp, because if you don't, you get in the curve and start trying to break it down. It's a recipe for disaster. I'm not perfect. I'm not about to sit up here and say my following distance is always the greatest and I never do this and that. I've shared this before. I was training with a really close friend of mine that I've known for over 20 years personally. Grew up together and everything. And we were training, he was training me on a job. I had went to work at the company he was with. And he told me, he said, man, why you following so close, man? He said, you're gonna get yourself in trouble, man. And that it just kind of clicked with me that day that, you know what, I need to back off a little bit, man, because I was aggressive. I was an aggressive driver, you know. Nobody's going to get in front of me, especially in traffic. Oh no, you saw the lane just like I did. I'm blocking you, I'm keeping you out, you know. But the more you do that, man, it's stressful. You're trying to keep them out by not hitting them. They don't care. They gonna come over. They gonna either say their mentality is you're either going to hit me or you're gonna stop. They coming whether you want them to or not. And it's, you try to do that and keep them out, man, they don't do nothing but run your blood pressure up, man. So it's not even worth it. But the correct way to judge following distance is when that truck in front of me passes a sign, then I start counting seconds to see how far back I am from him. So when he passes this exit sign, we're gonna do it. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. I'm 9 seconds behind them, which is more than enough. Now, like I said, we about to be up here in Chicago. That ain't gonna happen like that. It's not. I'm gonna be honest, it's not. Like I said, I'm gonna get up here and pretend my following distance is always where it needs to be. But over here it is. The fog is a little foggy, so it's not bad. We can see it, whatever. But that's what gives you an out. You need to always have an out driving these trucks, man, because you never know what's gonna happen. If somebody's on the side of you or you just blow a tire, anything, man, you need to have an out, a way out. You need to have, if something happens, I need to be able to change lanes, or somebody pops up on the shoulder, I need to come up over the hill when they're over it. You know, you gotta always be looking for hazards, looking for it. And if you ride up somebody's tail, if I'm right on his butt and he comes to a stop, I gotta react just as quick as he reacted. And that's not reality, because perception, brake lag. You know, they say you have to see it. Your brain has to, you react to it. Your brain sees it, you react to it, then your foot hits the pedal. 2 or 3 seconds, that's called brake lag. 2 or 3 second delay in there, and that's the difference if you run into the back of him or not. He coming to a stop and you ride up on his tail, you're never going to get stopped without hitting him. Now you got an accident, a rear end accident at that, a rear end or a rollover or a jackknife, man. Them 3 things is not dead to your career, but it's going to be hard to go get a job. You know, somebody going to take you for sure, but you definitely going to be high risk. So, another thing with space is when people do get in on you, you have the space to adapt to that, fall back and let them go. Because I had another trainer, she had a good saying, man. She said, I can't stop this on a dime and give you 9-cent change, man. I can't. It's impossible. The space buys you time buys you options, man. That's it. So you have to be able to do that, adapt to that, and adjust to that. Look, another truck. That's the second truck in this video that done got over with no turn signal, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's not just the cars you got to deal with out here. It's the other trucks. It's everybody. Everybody out here doing something they shouldn't be doing, man. I will say that I could be out there trucking in the middle of the night. So real quick, we got the left turn signal green. There's a chance this light might switch on me, see? Man, that's what experience gets you, is being able to see that light was going to change because it went green on the left arrow like that. It's a lot of skid marks back there on the road. You know what that means? This light works on a tripper. When you see an intersection or something, there's a lot of skid marks from trucks. That light is on a tripper. That means somebody pull up there and trip it, and it changes. The space, like I said, the space, that's today's video, space. Keep your space and your following distance where it needs to be, and it's less stressful. You'll have it out. You won't have to worry about slamming on the brakes and that load slamming the truck, and am I gonna be able to get stopped and whatnot. Keep your following distance where it needs to be. I don't know the correct, was it like 7 seconds for 55, and every mile an hour over 55 or 60 adds another second. I don't know the correct terminology in what the rules say, but I do know that you need space out here. People are going to get in on you. They're going to cut you off. Cars get mad that you're out there trying to pass, and when you finally get past and get back over, they get in front of you and slam on the brakes. Those are games that they play. It's a dangerous game to play. He technically got over on top of me. He should get out there a little more, but a cop can see that and give him a ticket, but that's what they do, man. So I try to get out there a little bit before I get back over, give them space, man. I don't get over right on top of people, and things like that. So space is your friend. Give them space, give them time, and you will have a great, successful trucking career. So as always, arrive to your pickup and your delivery on time and safely. Call your loved ones, tell them you love them. Love on somebody today, but most importantly, be the reason somebody smiles today. The world needs it now more than ever. It's Trucking with Shermel, and I'm out. Peace.